Hello and welcome back to Azacraft. I'm Jamster and, well, yeah, this is Azacraft. I always get the order of things messed up when I do it. Anyway, this is going to be a rather short episode, probably only 10 minutes long tops. I say that, I'll probably ramble on like I normally do, so if it's 30 minutes or 40 minutes or whatever the hell it ends up being, yeah, don't be surprised. So, it's been sort of a while since I played on Azacraft, probably about a week and a half, and the episode you're watching, I believe, is number 9. This isn't the original, what I was going to do for number 9, but what happened was, with the original number 9 is, I was trying to do stuff, and then realised I was nowhere near ready to do those things, and because of that, it just ended up being like a 50-minute long episode of me having no clue what the hell I was doing, and yeah, it wasn't entertaining, and I don't think commentary is ever really that amazing. The only thing I think that happened that was good was I built this pickaxe in the episode, and that was about it, because when I was looking through some of the loot that I had found and recovered, I found steel, which is and I've been, well, and then and then from there I sort of went, okay, I need I decided that I need to work on several, like without recording for a bit, to make progression happen, because in probably like the 10-ish episodes that I recorded, or whatever, I don't actually remember the number, I'm a bit hopeless there, I just don't think I've made much progress. Most of the progress I've made is because of Xerxes. Like, Xerxes gave me this and helped me start some of the tiny stuff, but that was it. And I think the only thing that I did significantly was the Azacraft stuff, which I'm trying not to show you guys because I want to. We'll go over there and because like, yeah, we'll get to that. But as a result, I decided I need to make some progress without recording, because and then I'll get to a point where I'm ready to record full length episodes, and that should help. Like, it would just mean that the progress in those episodes will then pick up, because once I get to a point where I've got, say, like technology and I can do things, my increase, like the progress rate will increase quite a lot. But because I've been just screwing around a lot in these early stages of the game, it's just, I feel like I'm drawing it out too long, and the entertainment value is just not there for both. I guess in a way I wasn't really enjoying it myself, because I wasn't even making any progress. I was just basically sitting there, and it was almost like a second vlog sense. So that's what this is, this sort of thing. I don't know what it last looked like, but it definitely didn't look like this. So I went and, geez, why am I getting stuck? Okay. I went and basically just decided to start making progress, because my goal is a culinary generator. Although I realise now I'm going to be getting there for a while, so in one of the upcoming episodes I'll probably explain what we're doing there instead. But I decided to improve the farm area quite a bit, so I've now got a dedicated wheat field, which uses a lot of wheat. I've tried to improve the look of the water tank. I don't entirely like it, but it's better than nothing, really. That's that. I'll probably try and improve it a bit. I think there are ways to make that look nicer. I'll definitely try. And then over here is my Azacraft. Oh, not Azacraft, my Azacraft breeding area, where I breed the seeds up, try and level them up to 10, 10, 10 seeds, so they can just do awesome things. And then in here is the Azacraft, which has been very much so renovated. You know, it's a lot larger than it was, because I realized, like, there are a lot of seeds. If I just search seed, like, there's a lot. All of these are Azacraft, like, you can turn into Azacraft seeds. You can't turn those into them, but that's industrial craft ones. I don't think we need to worry about those. Don't know about those, but there are a lot of different seeds in grass. I guess maybe not. And there's a lot of other ones, just all around the place. There's a lot of seeds you can just get, and as a result, I realized I'm going to need a lot of seed storage. So I want to get a lot of seeds, like just to have this like nice vast field of farms and stuff. And I've also set it up so that under here, I eventually will have my private railroad network, or my transportation rail network. I think my above ground one, I'll have one above ground later to do the other stuff. But then again, I don't know if I want it to be underground, so it's like one of those things I could potentially have it underneath this sort of walkway thing. But I do like the looks of this farm thing that I've got going. That one there. And it's sort of, it's fun. I enjoyed building this. I could have recorded building it, but then I don't think it would have turned out like this, which I personally like the looks of. I think it's a lot more, just, it looks quite nice. There are certainly things that it still needs a roof, and I need a lot more farm spaces, but I think I'm going to expand the farms that way, and maybe a bit that way as well. And these aren't going to be automated farms, these are just going to be farms that I'm going to walk up to and use myself. I'm going to use something else to automate farms. I'm not sure how I'll go about that, but I'll have to test some of the mod interactivity. But I want to use, like, my main focus and theme that I'm going for is a steampunk sort of style, I guess. Not that I'm really good at any sort of structure building, but that's the sort of idea, and I like the sort of Azacraft things, and I sort of want to have a more physical look to things, like, oh, not a physical, that doesn't make sense, but more of a feel that everything is more mechanical, I guess, is what I'm going for. You know, not like the pipes and stuff that you get. They're cool, and I don't mind using them, you know, to automate small bits, because in reality that's like the best way to do it. But for main transportation, I want to use things like railcraft and maybe conveyor belts as well, although I don't know what one I'll choose or how expensive all those are. Why is that seed not growing? Is it not growing because of this torch? I'm gonna guess that may be the case. Let's see. Yep, that's a sort of a strange one. I've had that happen before, but I don't know why torches impede their growth. That torch was there. What do I put it here? Did I change it? I think it did. Okay. Yeah, so I want a more mechanical feel, and to sort of achieve that, I think every now and then I'll just have to take a sort of a break from recording the episodes and do a bit of behind the scenes work, and in the future we might see that behind the scenes work sort of time lapsed in a nice way. I have mob spawn on it. There. One there. And there. Yeah. So we'll go, and I might time lapse them in the future when I have to, but I feel like it is a good way to sort of help me make progress when I'm lost in making progress, is the point. So that's good, I guess. Another sort of news, I guess. I've moved all my storage, which you may have noticed when I was down there, but there wasn't much stuff in there up here, so I've went and built a bunch of iron chests. It cost me a lot of iron. Don't know if it was the best choice, but you know, there was a little accident where I lost probably 2 double chests worth of items, because I thought, you know, 5 minutes, plenty of time, I can run back and forth and fill up all those chests. I was very wrong. Within, well, I got most of my items, but I lost a lot of the metals and ores and stuff, which is fine, because I went on a mining trip and recovered a lot more than I actually had initially. don't know if that was really a bad thing, but it wasn't the best thing. I could have done other stuff that would have probably, if I can smell these. Let's read. I'll start here and remember. Yes, okay, cool. And it's cold. I think lead will be fine. I don't think lead interacts with anything. Ferrous does though. Not okay. Hopefully, no strange combinations when I throw these all in. But if I get anything, it's not really that much of an issue. But yeah, so I've been sort of making a little bit of behind the scenes work, I guess. That slime. There's apparently a big slime. There's just a hole. Or is he? Where is he? Or is he inside? Where is it? It's so loud. I don't... How deep could he possibly be? Okay. We got infinite slime. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna have to light this up because I don't really want slime spawning down here. Even though I guess it is King Slime's sort of throne area. It's kind of fitting to have slimes around. I want to keep that, hold it off for a bit. What is this sort of like this? It's lit up. Oh, torch. Oh yeah, it does lit. That's good. So yeah, obviously making a bit of behind the scenes work with this. As I was saying, and I won't make anything like I'm trying to avoid making big progress. So I'm not gonna go and build like all the machines to get up to top tier without recording another episode. And it's pretty cool, like doing this. I don't know if this will be. This probably won't just be the continuous format actually. I'll remember to do it. So like, obviously I'm getting Azacraft stuff going. Eventually, we'll get to this. This stuff. This is the stuff we want, and this is what our base will be powered off. But it's just a matter of, I don't have, I'm trying to think of the correct wording, but it's trying to help me prevent being lost. And although I could record it, now I sort of have a goal. I think it's easier for maybe the next 2-3 episodes. I don't really know how many, I just make a bit of off-camera work, and then I'll update you guys, so there won't be like huge chunks missing, and then as it sort of progresses. So what will eventually happen is I'll get to a stage where I'm happy. I'll probably have, I don't know, probably not culinary generators, but maybe, because all it is really just breeding up the stuff and working out a way to automate the stuff. But when I get to the automating stage, I'll definitely record that. I think some people will be interested. I might even do a tutorial on how to make that machine. But other than that, like, I don't see, like, I'll probably at least once I start making it, like, I'm ready to start making. I've got a bunch of ores processed, ready for me to use and do stuff with, and a bunch of back work done, like I'll have a bunch of farms. So now, like, I've got no issue with food. You can see I've got a stack and 16 wheat, and then they're all 10 wheat things. So, like, I'll never run out of food ever. So that's good. And then obviously I have Beef Wellington in the nearest future. My base is going to be tied in. By the time you guys see the next time you see it, I'll probably have finished this Azacraft build, at least maybe my little house, and potentially built at least this sort of area that I want to put the machines and where I want to what I want to do with it. I'm thinking that I want to do it traditionally, certain building types, there's certain sort of, some to mods, like some buildings to mods and others to like types of mods. So for instance, this is going to be more of my farming building, and it was only Azacraft, and then it may eventually like hold like bees or something, or bee storage, and then the farms are fields out here might be eventually like bee things. I don't know. It's all sort of like, I don't know what I'm going to do, but the off-camera work will mostly be very generic, just building, mining, going through the Azacraft stuff. You kind of get the point. I mean, if I do ever like feel like once I get to the point where I feel good in progress, that I can record and not get lost and have another episode of just me sitting there for like 2 hours and then trying to come up with what to do. Then definitely be, well, I think I worded that wrong, but when I'm not sitting there around and not sure what to do, that's probably when I'll be recording. Like, I'll record things when I've got to go, and there'll definitely be some probably potentially live streams with shades that are going on, because obviously if we look at the map, the railcraft stuff is nowhere near finished. I'd like to have it finished eventually, but it's one of those things, you know, it's gonna take time and effort, which is fine. I don't mind putting in that, but at the moment it really feels like it's one of those things I want to work on and really be able to contribute to it, and I just can't, because I've got no technological process. Like, we look at the playlist. The only people who've really made progress is Zershade. This guy probably a little bit, played 10 hours, I think. This guy's an hour, 18 minutes. You sort of get the picture. Like, if we look at the sort of logs, time played, got like, so you can sort of see the differences in times, and there's, I wish there was more people. I do, because at least some more active people to sort of interact with. It may happen, it may never happen. I hope. I might talk to Zershade about trying to promote the server again, because, you know, not many people tried joining. They all have their own join or whatever. Or why no one's applying. I mean, it's always difficult because Minecraft forums doesn't really show. See, I'm rambling on and on. Anyway, yeah. So that's sort of what's happening. I'm gonna aim to probably record maybe 2-3 of these episodes, and then they'll have the slide edit, go onto YouTube, and it will give me content for at least you guys to watch, and there'll be some progress made as well. So there's 2 upsides to this sort of plan. I mean, as I said, it will eventually go back to what it was previously, where I recorded all my progress, except for like maybe mining and a few other little tiny things that realistically, like, they're not interesting to watch. So definitely see some of that stuff come back, all that sort of style come back, unless this is just super popular. Like, if everyone enjoys it this way, I mean, it's easy for me to do it this way as well. It's not that I don't enjoy it the other way, it's just when I'm talking and trying to, like, when you record and you're trying to do stuff, it doesn't really help. Because you either end up not talking and making a lot of progress, or talking and not making a lot of progress, at least for me. So yeah, that's the thing. Chuck in the gold, that'll be processed pretty quickly. That's lava, really. Yeah, see, look, I can do stuff, like, and remember to do things. It's just more like I don't necessarily have a goal or an easy plan when I'm doing it the other way. So I will definitely, all the grounds are hideous. I'll definitely, you know, do some off camera work, and then yeah, and then eventually we'll go back to the schedule, and you know, everything will go back to normal, and then Azacraft will probably be a lot easier to record for me, and just better for everyone. I think is what I'm trying to say. Like I'll enjoy it a lot more because I won't feel like I'm just not making progress. You guys will probably enjoy it a lot more because you're watching progress happen. It's just, yeah. So that's basically what this video is. It's sort of like an update, I guess. I mean, this is a style that some Minecraft YouTubers do, I believe, is they make progress off camera and then they sort of tour around and sort of like explain what they've done and all that sort of stuff. So that's kind of what it will be like for the next couple of weeks. Yeah. So I've been Jemster. If you're enjoying this Azacraft series, definitely go down to the comments below, comment on it, and or comment on the video, and tell me what you want to see, and if you want, or if you're enjoying the series and you'd like to come onto the server, go in and apply to the Minecraft forums, or tweet to Zershade, and I'm sure Zershade wouldn't mind letting some more people on the server. I don't know. I should probably ask Zershade like what the limitations are, but like, anyway, you should. I mean, unless you're watching this like 300 years from now, which probably isn't the case. Then you know, yeah. So I've been Jemster. If you like the video, do something. Can't remember what I was gonna say. Anyway, goodbye.